Welcome back to FM Story. In the last episode, we began season 10 of this South American glory hunt to save by moving to Chile and taking over at Universidad Catolica. We began the season well. We won 5 out of our opening 6 league games, drawing the other to sit top of the table. And let's see if we can continue that run of form with the addition of the Copa Sudamericana games coming in. We might need to manage the squad a bit, but without further ado, let's get into the action. We've made it to the beginning of April. We've got the first game coming up in the Copa Chile. And things have continued where they left off at the end of the last episode. First up in the league, we beat Huachipato 4-0 at home. We won 4-0 away at La Calera. And we won 1-0 at home against O'Higgins, making it 5 clean sheets in a row and 7 clean sheets out of 9 games we've played in the league this season. We are top of the table, 4 points clear of Cobreloa, and a massive goal difference advantage over everyone. And I mean, if you look at the player stats, Jorge Ortiz and Santa Cruz at the top of the average rating, Ortiz and Cisternas up near the top of the goals, Ortiz well clear at the top of the assists. Clean sheets, we've got a joint first and third because of the injury suffered by Serda and the games that Taha had to start for us. So league-wise, things are going pretty well. We've played one game in the Copa Sudamericana, which is the preliminary round, which was an Universitario derby against Universitario de Chile. We ended up winning that pretty comfortably, a 3-1 victory with a hat-trick from Cisternas, which means we're in the group stage and we've been drawn against Santos, Municipal and San Lorenzo. So it might be a pretty tough group to try and get out of. But obviously, as far as this save is concerned, we've already won the Copa Sudamericana with Vélez. We don't need to win that with Universidad Catolica. So it really is all the focus is on the league and the cup. And in the opening round of the Copa Chile, we've been drawn against Deportivo Recoleta, who are from the second division. Hopefully we should be too strong if we continue our league form into this game and we can make it through to the next round. So this is the side we've picked for the away game in the first round of the Copa Chile. Santa Cruz has been injured the last game or two. He's come back in. We've had to make a change at right back because Hidalgo is suspended, so Oriana has come in there. Otherwise, we've got a pretty strong team, and hopefully we can do a job and make it pretty easily into the next round. All right. We've gone short with a goal kick. Hernandez in to Perez, wide to Vega, Perez to Ortiz. Vega picks it up over the top for Ortiz, takes it down lovely, finishes past the keeper. There's a chance he's offside here. It would be a shame if he was, because he takes it down brilliantly and fires it across the keeper, and it has been given. So Ortiz ran into a bit of trouble. Vega just sort of turns around and then just chips it over. Ortiz takes it down with his right foot, gets it out in front of him, and he just fires across the keeper with his left foot to put us 1-0 up after 2 minutes. We're well onside as well. All right, Oriana with a throw short to Diaz, who finds Santa Cruz. Diaz takes it off him. Shot from the edge of the area is deflected into the path of Ortiz, who gets his second goal of the game in the 10th minute. And this could be a pretty comfortable progression in the Copa Chile here. So Diaz finds Santa Cruz, and then Diaz just takes it off him, has a shot, deflects off the defender. It flies right into the path of Ortiz, and he just fires past the keeper. Right, Perez into the box with a free kick. The header from Santa Cruz just loops over the top. Right, Ortiz with a free kick to the back post. Vega with a free header, heads it past the keeper. We're going to get a VAR check, but surely he was onside. It's been given. Just the in-swinger towards the back post. Vega eventually with a free header, in between two defenders. Neither of them went up for a header. I think Vega was well onside. The player inside of him was well offside. Right, Ortiz with a corner into the near post. Vega flicks it on, and it's onto the roof of the net. Right, a corner for them. Diaz gets his head on it. Back to the corner taker. Shot from distance, hits the post, hits the keeper, and then Vega puts it out for a throw-in for them. And from the throw, they've got the ball into the box towards the back post. We've kind of half got it clear, but it's going to come back again. Vega gets a foot in. A long ball over the top. We've got a head on it, but they're picking up all the loose balls here. It's a very long highlight, this one. So something presumably is going to come from it. Eventually we've won it back. Hernandez now striding forward, out to Santa Cruz. Perez overruns it. Ortiz gets on the end of it, hits the bar. They've scrambled it up and away. And there we are, half-time, 3-0, comfortably up. And probably a chance to make some changes for the second half. Right, so we made 2 changes at half-time. We brought Mesa on for Santa Cruz on the right, and we brought Cesar Perez on for Hernandez in the defensive midfield role. Mesa straight into the game here on the right-hand side. Gives it away, though. Villegas wins it back. Perez dropping into cover. Goes back to the keeper. Now Manuel Diaz bringing it forward. Vega down the line to Ortiz. Perez, Cisternas nods it down. Diaz finds Mesa. He snatched at it and dragged it wide of the post. From the goal kick, they've gone long. And they've picked up the loose ball. Oriano with a tackle. But we didn't win it back. Into the near post. The keeper's made a great save at the near post there. Reaction save. And then they volley it wide from the edge of the box. Another long goal kick from them. We've won the header. Cisternas somehow holds on to it. Runs at the defence. And just couldn't get it on target. Right, we've made another change. We brought a young player, Marcelino Messina, on up front instead of Cisternas. Right, Ortiz with a corner into the near post. Diaz with a header over the top. Ortiz back to Diaz. Ortiz again on this left-hand side. He's gone down now. Ortiz wins it back into the box. Fires across the keeper, in off the far post. Completes his hat-trick. And that's 4-0. And this is turning into a comfortable procession into the second round. He just couldn't get rid of it. Eventually Ortiz just nicks it, drives into the box, and just fires it into that far corner. And Diaz to Mesa. They're now getting in behind here. And Serda turns it over. Corner into the box, flat one. Diaz heads it clear. Messina picks it up. Oriana, and nothing comes of that. Right, and we made the last of our changes just to get some fresh legs on and give some players a bit of a rest. Perez with a corner, outswing to the near post. Daniel Gonzalez, who's just come on, powers the header home at the near post. We're getting a check in case Mesa interfered with the goalkeeper, and it's been disallowed. So it's the outswinger to the near post. Gonzalez gets up. I mean, that is ridiculous. And there we are, full time, 4-0. Outstanding performance from George Ortiz. And that's us through to the second round of the Copa Chile. We are approaching the end of April, and our league form has continued on pretty well. We've played the first couple of games in the group stage of the Copa Sudamericana as well. So league-wise, we've beaten Deportes Iquique 3-2 away from home. We needed an 88th minute winner from Rodrigo Mesa to get that. And then in the most recent league game, we won 2-0 against Unión Española. We do have a game coming up next against Cobreloa, who, as we can see from the league table, currently sat second, 4 points behind us. That goal difference just keeps growing for us. 10 wins, 1 draw, plus 36 goal difference. The group stage of the Copa Sudamericana didn't get off to the best of starts. A 3-0 defeat away at Santos, including an own goal after 6 minutes and being 2-0 down after 9 minutes. But we bounced back with a 2-0 victory at home against Municipal in the second game. And with a draw between Santos and San Lorenzo in their second game, it means that we're currently sat in third, a point behind the top 2 teams. And then since the first round of the Copa Chile, we've had this draw for the second round, and we've been drawn against Colo Colo in the second round. So it's going to be a big game. We'll see that in the next episode. I think we've got a league game against Colo Colo coming up in the next episode as well. But now the attention turns back to the league and to that game against Cobreloa, who are in second. We've got some injury issues. So Cisternas, who's been playing up front, is out injured. Vega got injured in the last game. He's doubtful. Jorge Ortiz is probably doubtful as well because he's been out injured. Santa Cruz is not long back either. So we have picked up a few injuries. Hopefully, we've got enough to be able to pick up a victory in this next game. So this is how we've picked for the trip to Cobreloa. We've been forced into a couple of changes. Vega's not fit enough to start, so Arisi's come in at left back. Hernandez has been struggling fitness-wise. He comes back in, and Perez drops to the bench. And then the front three, we've pushed Santa Cruz through the middle. Mesa's switching from the left to the right, and Jorge Ortiz is coming back in. Fit enough to start, but probably not to play a full game. So it's 4-3-3 against a narrow 4-3-3 for them. Hopefully we can take advantage of some width. Arisi with a throw. Perez down the line finds Santa Cruz. Ortiz. Santa Cruz picks it up again. Rides a challenge. Gives it away in the middle of the pitch. And now they're streaming forward. I'm hoping that's offside. It's going to be a close one, I think, as to whether Hidalgo at right back played him on. But it has been disallowed, and we've got away with one there because Santa Cruz just gives the ball away in the middle of the pitch, lets them run. In the end, it's actually quite a long way off. It's a decent finish in the end, but thankfully still 0-0. Right, throw for them. Ortiz wins it back. Manuel Diaz into Perez. Diaz now bringing it forward. Goes round the outside, low cross in. Somehow Santa Cruz can't turn it home. And they get it clear. And they were still bringing it forward, and Hernandez gives away a free kick to stop the attack. They've looked pretty dangerous on the counter-attack in the opening 10 minutes or so here. Right, free kick for them. Lifted towards the back post. Their player came in, got up above everyone. Thankfully didn't hit the target. Right, Mesa down the right. Cutting in field. He's run off the ball. We are not really at the races, and now they're in behind. And thankfully, the striker fluffed his lines and it goes through to the keeper. And there we are, half time. 0-0. I mean, we've had the most of the match stats, but they've looked dangerous every time they've broken on us. And we need to be better in the second half with some players that probably need to come off now. Right, so we've made some changes at half-time to get some fresh legs on. We are struggling for players in attacking areas, so we've gone to a variation of the formation we used last season in Peru, and hopefully we can nick a goal here. Right, Perez nicks it. Santa Cruz now coming forwards. Back to Arisi. Perez is run off the ball, and then in behind Hernandez there. Thankfully, Serda makes the save, and we've got away with another one. Right, we've made our last changes to get some fresh legs on and see if we can get anything from this into the last 10 minutes, and it doesn't look likely. It looks like we're gonna end up with a 0-0 draw here. Corner for them though, to the back post. We've got a head on it. The volley, and thankfully it was always going over the top. And there we go, full time, 0-0. Not a great performance, but at least it's a clean sheet and we didn't lose. And there we are, the end of another episode. We're still unbeaten in the league. Not the best performance in that most recent game, but things are going well domestically. Join us for the next episode where we've got a big league game coming up against Colo-Colo, and we've also got them in the second round of the Copa Chile. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.